like taking no damage from the Crypt Swarm, which in its nerf state only does 75 damage at level 1. And then the auto attacks do very little as well, so it's going to be rough.
Top lane, nice little cute setup happening here from Kaipi. They put the Fortune's End together with the Torrent, and it's going to be successful. Already, Kaipi with some cute tactics here. Bambo will be the one to claim the first blood. Death Prophet 10-1 to Alchemist is 6-0, but does it continue to skate this way, Blaze, or do they eventually turn around? Top lane, Cheshire Cat caught with another Torrent. This time he will go down. Fluff will be the response and allow PR to get themselves on the board, but will they lose J4 on top of it? It looks like that may be the case. They jump forward, he tries to juke back, pops off a nice heal in hopes of maybe getting a return kill on the sexy Bambo, but that is not going to be happening. J4, though, does manage to slip away alive.
I love how J4 used the creep wave as kind of like his bodyguard.
So if they're able to walk away from the series with a 2-0, they would be in a good contending spot. Top lane, though, goddamn, begins to roll in forward. There is going to be a Torrent connection onto Cheshire Cat. Will they have the burst with the Purifying Flames? They certainly will, but it looks like they could lose Bambo. He tries to salve up. We'll keep him alive through the first snurk, but they are going to be able to get him with the follow-up takedown. Fluff looking to retreat. They got the Poison Touch. They got him. Oracle going to be taken down. Skywrath rotating through with a double kill. Good first power initiative coming home. And just try and set the muscle him out. Top lane, Fortune's End. No Torrent fire from Bambo, but he steps in, gets off a hard Tidebringer shot. Axe pullback. That one's going to be into a Torrent, and with the Purifying Flames, they get the job done. It looks like a bit of a circus act, but Kaipi get another.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is really bad for the Sand King. Starting off, he's only got 640 net worth. He's gained 20 gold. Still really good decision-making from Bambo and Fluff, deciding when to isolate him and when to keep him locked down.
Stun in for Bone 7. Big heal bomb onto the Faceless Void. Silenced up, not going to be able to walk away. This time he will get it off. Doesn't get the heal back, but Fluff will be there as the sacrifice to take the brunt of the damage. There's the final nuke, and there's the kill. Suddenly Skywrath Mage onto a killing spree here and now. But Blaze, you know, he had quite the time there in the bottom lane, and we're going to have to be dealing with this, and we'll see if they do any sort of audible rotations here. It looks like they have bottom lane. It's suddenly a wild Bambo showing up. Cheshire Cat, no boots for you, sir. Barely able to even get the stun off, but he will be dropped once again. And now you're Sand King 0 and 5 already. Fluff is going to be taking one himself. It looks like he got caught out between 3 and will get dropped. But that's an Oracle taking all the punishment at 0 and 4. The Sand King possibly surrounded here. We got 3 Kaipi members, but there is going to be help on the way. J4, but it's just J4. Might not be enough. Rotations are going to be coming. SingSing commits in with the Exorcism, but now sees 2 TPs come through. They try to spread the TPs to reduce the cooldown time, but it still takes a little bit. They walk in. Afoninje begins to throw out the buzzsaws here, but Kaipi do step back. Reposturing up, 3-3 looks to move and get silenced, though. Not going to be able to get off the roar, but they are going to be able to get off the chrono and the bow combo. It's all for Cheshire Cat. He gets saved with the grave, but it's only going to be for a little bit longer. 3-3 and goddamn squaring up in the back lines. They will get the finish on not 1 but 2 for Kaipi, and plus a follow-up onto the tier 1. Meanwhile, back and below, J4 and Sexy Bambo going 1v1, but then Bone 7 will step in, and the rest of Kaipi will make things a bit better for them. 3-0 is the trade at the end of this one, plus the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, as Blitz Dota would call it.
Can they get it? There's going to be a grave. He's kept alive for now, and looking to go for the TP. Can he make it back away? But no, they got the X. They hold him down, and they slay the big beast. SingSing now on a killing spree. Kaipi moving in with a good emphatic game number 1.
So, very nice.
Here, he was ridiculous with where he stood before they began the balance and invited him into the captain's mode here. Mid lane, it looks like we might have a bit of a tussle as they will be able to get the solo pick onto Bone 7, but I guess distraction tactics because the rest of Kaipi have been parked inside this Roche thing. Bignum nearby, farming up a camp, happens to pop this Invis rune, and then loses it. And then suddenly there's a roar. Oh, unfortunate timing for him. With enough burst, they could be able to get him, but he's living through. He's muscling past. He's got his ulti popped, and now with the toggles, he's going to be good. They get the return fire, able to kind of blast down the Oracle with the help of that Mystic Flare. But the fight ain't over yet. Bone 7 jumps in, gets off a chrono, but the nice little stun play from Cheshire Cat gets the connection. He himself eats a huge burst with the help of the Torrent. Grave will keep him alive here, but here comes SingSing popping out the Exorcism, looking to make a go, but Timbersaw quick to make a pull out, and it looks like he will be able to disengage. Bignum's still here. SingSing finds him, but is not going to be able to stop him from the TP. Something that Yules would. SingSing considers making a move on the Bignum, but the rest of the PR party are back in behind, looking to go for Bone 7. He gets silenced up, but the Mystic Flare is not going to be good enough. Back on the front, Aurora is to fly out. Bambo and company looking to make a move. They will be able to get Afoninje, but he doesn't get the suicide off at the last second. The rest of Ninja, the boat's going to fly. Nice connection, man. Bambo putting in work on the little pirate. Moving in. Now Bignum. Hit up with a Soul Siphon, get brought low. They zap him down. Fluff gets him with the Purifying Flames. They will get Bambo at the end of the day as Afoninje is able to step in. Bambo Going to be taken down. Bone 7 in, drops out the Chronosphere, is almost able to get J4. He gets the Grave off. Exorcism will make chase. He still continues to live on, dishing out the heals, but he knows he can't make it too far. Will accept his fate. Goddamn, back in action, looking to make a go for SingSing, and they get him done. Afoninje jumps in and slashes up the little lady, and they're not done yet. Looking to make a go. They'll get Fluff. Afoninje. He's got a Bloodstone. He had to use it to suicide, but he quickly brings back a couple of extra charges, and PR with the fight back. 10-15. An absolute bloodbath. The biggest.
The next Roshan respawn as a keyword for go. Another thing is, of course, the Exorcism and Chrono.
Oh, they spotted Goddam right inside the pit. They looks to connect with the Roar. He gets off the Mystic Flare right before he dies. It's going to help take down Fluff. Fluff is going to be able to get the False Promise onto 3-3, who will TP way back home. Bone with the time dialect, not going to be able to get the connection. Jump in, Epicenter, right in the midst of back lines. He's going to be able to get Sexy Bambo. Make it a 2-for-1 trade. Working out nicely here for PR, and that's going to force Kaipi to just preparation for such a case. Nice little X connection here with the boat, with the Torrent. They get the Timber Saw in passing. They'll be following up with a Roar. Everything they can to get this tank. He's still good, but finally will be able to go down. My God, it takes so much horsepower to bring down that machine.
Yeah, the Magic.
Well, a little bit with their pants down. That's when PR can really get the ball going with some low cooldown play. But behind the tower here, Big Davida dive. They're going to be able to quickly take out Fluff with the help of that Mystic Flare. The burst is real here from PR. They get what they need, and they back on up. Fluff with the Bambo recently had picked up a Shadow Blade there, Blaze, and was on the prowl recently to see if he can catch anyone from PR leaving that fight. But now he's the one getting put into a bit of trouble now. Pops his new Shadow Blade, trying to avoid the Epi. They actually ping perfectly where he'll be. Can they get a blind stun? It doesn't matter. They get him nonetheless. Beautiful grab there from PR.
Yeah, just take it down slowly to the armlet and the poison touches.
An Eastern popular build. He went straight for the Lincoln Sphere. So I don't know, I find that a bit interesting. Is it because of the silence? But nearby, we are going to be seeing a breakout. It's going to be the Kunkka. Bambo gets blasted right there. Cheshire Cat will be able to pick that one up. Certainly a lot.
Spell it anytime soon. So if he can just blink in, get a good Chrono, get a 4-man time dilation, 5-man maybe.
Well, we got a blink in, and it's going to be a blink in Roar here from 3-3. Bone 7 gets a follow up. The Chrono stops in mid-timber chain here.
I don't think they kill him. I think he
And
actually
it still might not be enough. He gets the self-Lotus off.
Oh, okay.
They finally will be able to burst him down. While Bignum looks to play. 1.5 second. He's got him.
Despite the age is gone, the Exorcism's off, and it looks like PR ready to fight.
He goes in. They're going to get first connection on for Sing. They hit him up. They slow him down. Mystic Flare will be there, but SingSing just casually walks out from it, not even taking half of his life. Cheshire Cat, meanwhile, up on the high ground, jumping from 3-3, does get the Grave, and he's going to be forced to the other awkward part. Not going to be able to make it to the low ground. That is unfortunate for him. A 1-1 split right now in this fight, and they're not done yet. Bone 7's able to get off the time walk and get a lot of that life fight that could happen. Rushes right on in, happens to catch the Alchemist with the combo, but there's a force. Shoves him back and away. He's able to get off the concoction at the last second. It's on for Sting under the Mystic Flare, but there will be a false promise to help keep him alive. Bone 7 connects with a nice Chrono on 2, and gets Bignum on the outskirts. Can they burst through the tank? They can! The big boy is going to be going down, and now they look for scraps. Goddamn, looking to run back and away. Bone 7 continues to make chase. Cheshire Cat is going to be able to get the finish onto Fluff at that same moment, turning this into a 2-for-1 trade. It looks like SingSing will take what he can and TP's all the way back home. Kaipi put together a respectable trade and fight and give themselves a bit of a...
That's because their physical damage is so low. It's almost all magical and pure. So, anyways, we do have 33 jumping at J4. That's going to be an easy pickup on the Dazzle despite the Force Staff, and now the fight belongs on the east side.
But look at this high ground position here for Bignum and Afoninje. They rush right through. They get 2. Can they burst through Fluff? They can. Sing's going to be able to get off the Yules, but Cheshire Cat's going to be right there ready with an Epicenter. This turns all the way for Power Rangers right now. Sexy Bambo running down south to try to make it away from trouble, but they've already made their move. It was on 3-3. They get that kill. Bambo, can he make it away? Went for the side chop. He does not make it out. The chase is real from the Power Rangers here. They get what they want. They get the tier 2. The game is all their way, and even though it says 21-22, that you look the real story of this game, and you can see the net worth on the up and up, all for the Radiant.
You can see a lot of frustration from Bambo there. He's pinging all over the map. He's drawing lines. So you guys should have retreated to the north. We could have fought them in a funnel here. It just doesn't work out. There is going to be the Mjolnir doing a lot of damage here in the corner, but it's not only enough to bring down the Skywrath. Sand King gets clipped on the west side, so it is going to be 2 down for the Void sacrificing himself, but that's not going to really need to dig deep. They need to get like the full-on force of Death Prophet, Void, and Kunkka to their greatest state.
Oh, it's not going to get any better, though, I'm sure, for the psychological department here of Bambo, as he does end up going down pretty fast, and that was just a solo pick by Cheshire Cat. Here's a response play though. Bone 7 looks to jump in, does connect with a time dilation here. Ninja
They're baiting.
Step back away, and you're right, the bait, the trap has been sprung. He gets off the Lotus Orb, they look to turn back for Fluff. Fluff is going to be forced to sell false promise. Desperately goes for the TP, but with all those smacks, he's going to pop right then and there. Dominating now for Bignum. Here comes PR down the top lane.
You can tell because FO wasn't even scared like he had been.
There's the Torrent. Soul Siphon flies out. Bignum getting closer to losing only about half of his life. The boat will go out. Looks like more for a run buff, if anything. Bone 7 breaches pass, gets stunned up, turn around. Mystic Flare's going to be there. He goes down, he's out. No buyback for him. SingSing barely alive. False Promise will be there. He tries to Soul Siphon everything he can to get all that life back. It might be enough to keep him alive. They are going to also get J4 down with the help of 3-3 on the other side, but Bignum is easily going to be able to get redemption for that one. SingSing alive, barely. No more mana. A buyback will come through for 3-3, but it's not going to be in time to save SingSing. He ends up going down, but Bignum chopping away at everyone who's left, and that could be the end of it here. PR with another huge fight their way. This Alchemist is just too big and too mighty.
Indeed, and that's going to be the top lane of Rax going down. Fluff throws out one last hit. He might die to the illusion. Yes, he will. He will die to the illusion of the Alchemist as the spells get reflected back upon him. And a two-man stun coming out from Cheshire Cat sets up a kill on SingSing as well. 5 heroes down, 4 Rax, and that's going to be it. Kaipi have lost the first game of this 2-game series, making it 0-3 as a record for their group stage here.
And it's not like this game...